So coming there, I didn't know what I wanted to do for a living. So I was hoping to discover that. I also thought that I had value because I was very good at like making music and, creating things. That was not true. There's no value in that anymore. No one goes, oh, this person's good at making music, we're going to give them money. No, that doesn't happen. It was more of like, I've got to position myself so that when the person comes that I want to leave with, like that could come in, take me under their wing. I was always looking for a mentor to take me under their wing, which I don't think it ever really happened. There was a lot of people who mentored me while we were in the studio, and then they left, and then we got the next person. But that place had such high turnover of just producers and artists coming through. I was just eventually just like,
because it was hemorrhaging money at the time, though, right? In its defense,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
At the time, we're probably still doing that. I think that's what they do best. They just, I don't know, they're just trying to figure out how to capitalize on creativity, but they don't really understand the value of creativity or how to harness it. So I've spent my life figuring out how to harness it now.
That's a good way to put it.
So in my mind, I'm like, all right, how does this machine work? How do I get behind the wheel of the machine? How do I get people who are behind the wheel to actually let me get behind the wheel? So I'm like, just learning all the things, talking to people like you, hoping that like if I get in buddy with you, then maybe you'll introduce me to some more people. Yeah, I used to walk around the building and just like talk to everybody.
Yeah, chop it up.
Like literally just sit up and like, hey, what's going on with you? And people were like, oh, and they were so happy to have a visitor that they would just talk to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I was so fun. So I loved Interscope, so I was so happy to be there. Like, I think I'm successful already because I'm at this place. 2, I'm making almost minimum wage, so I'm not successful at all. 3, there's times that I'm not getting paid for what I'm doing, so I'm really not successful in my own head. And 4, there's people that was the influencers started to come in. Now we're 100% influencer now. Like, only it's influencers get paid. Yeah.
Just the numbers.
If you're not getting, followers and views, you're not making money anymore.
And that's what happened for me when I was doing A&R. I was like, it's no longer about spotting dope talent early. It's about waiting for it to have numbers, right? That's all the label was doing at that point.
That's all they're doing, yes.
Yeah, so I'm like, A&R is like obsolete, bro. Well, would you agree? In a lot of ways.
I think that there's an opportunity for new school A&R. Like, I think you were good at it. And like, one thing I'm going to say, I think you found your niche and you didn't see your niche. You were able to bring artists that didn't have the numbers yet and get them to a place that they could get to the numbers, and then they would get signed and come out from you. If you made a business out of that, dude, you'd make $200,000 a year, man. You could still smash on that.
Yeah, I still got the ear, bro. I had an artist that I signed to Def Jam named Wax, right?
I know what you're going to say.
And I remember it was so dope. You're like, man, if you can't get him a record deal, you just need to go back to Detroit or something so straight up.
I was like, what's the point if you find this guy? You found the guy and you can't do it, then you don't need to be doing this.
And I got him a big deal. His picture was in the building, apparently. I don't know if you were still there, but
I did see the picture.
Really?
I did see the picture on the wall.
That's so trippy, man, to be able to pull that off. Because, that was my big dream coming up in that building, was just to see something on the wall. Each passing day, man, that went by, it started to wear on me more and more and more each passing day until I just flamed out.
Same.
Right?
I think that has to happen because you never would have stopped.
100%.
You would have just kept 100%. Going for the rest of your life, miserable.
I look at it like I was in a relationship at an ex, and like it was like it was a really toxic relationship. Just wasn't working. And then she went back to her ex, and I was like, so mad at the time, but I was like, oh, thank God.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like,
ended it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some comedian. He said, he's like, I'm stuck in this 2-year relationship with this girl. Like, kind of like, I'm just hoping one day I'll come in or her sleeping with some other person. So I go, whoop. Yeah, he was like, whoop. You can't do that. I'm free. But that's how it feels, right? Because it's like you need that thing that just kind of gives you that last final push.
100%, man. That's bro. That's a clip right there. That's a top 10 Sports Center clip right there.
The suffering is the birth of everything.
But it's like if you look at a diamond, right? Like it's like to sand a diamond is friction, right? It's literally friction to get the diamond looking polished and pretty. We go through that in life, bro. It's all friction. And that's why it's weird. Like, I just turned 40, And I'm feeling like I'm more myself and more in the zone than I've ever been before. And it's only because the friction I've had for the last 15 years.
100%.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
I think I'm in the same boat. Like as a 35-year-old, I finally know who I am.
yeah.
I'm surrounded by people who know who I am, who not only know me, but wouldn't want me to be anyone else.
And has the other shit fallen away?
Yeah,
is
like,
the question.
Literally, no one that I have anxiety about is in my life anymore.